What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So, in accordance with concluding all of my project pans, today I wanted to finally come back to you guys with not only an update, but the finale with my Pan 22 eyeshadows in 2022. This was a very get up and go goal and project pan, especially at the beginning of the year. I was doing so well. I already had quite a few eyeshadows that had quite a few dents, so the idea of like making those goals quickly was really helping me to keep my momentum. And then it just kind of teetered off. I had a lot go on in my life in 2022, in my personal life, in my educational life, all of the things, right? And so things just kind of faltered and I never really got that ground back again. So there's not going to be any outstanding progress in any of these palettes, but I still did want to go ahead and showcase you all the conclusion of what they're looking like and then kind of give you guys my thoughts on project panning in the future, specifically with eyeshadow palettes. If you're interested in hearing about my other two project pans, one will be featured before, that will be my makeup project pan before this video, of course, and then the other one, which is my beauty project pan, will be featured after this video. So do stay tuned in case you are interested in project panning. I do have quite a few conclusion videos to give you guys this week. So with that said, if you're interested in hearing my update or kind of lack thereof when it comes to my Pan 22 eyeshadows in 2022, then let's just get to it. I did record this makeup look, and when it becomes available, it will be linked down below. But with that said, let's just dive right on in. One of the older palettes in this project was the Nomad Cosmetics Harajuku palette, and for this project, I was targeting the shade Mushy Mushy. Now, this was one of my favorite palettes from the brand, and I love Mushy Mushy for various reasons, mainly because it's one of the only words that I can distinctly remember from my Japanese class. I really do like this palette. The formula is beautiful. I did not hit pan. Keeping it pushing. Next, we have the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 palette, and I put this in per only because I needed a matte to go with that actual eyeshadow, which was the Mushy Mushy. So I was targeting this shade, which is Matcha. As you can see, I hit nowhere near pan. But this particular eyeshadow palette, I was not actually expecting to hit pan in the length of time that I had it in the project. There is quite a bit of product in each individual pan for this palette. So yeah, definitely was not expecting to hit pan in that at all. One that I will say I am kind of disappointed that I didn't actually hit pan in is my ABH Jackie Aina palette. I was expecting to hit pan in the shade Trust Issues, and I was close. I was actually quite close, I feel like, but unfortunately I just did not put enough effort into particularly focusing on that shadow in this eyeshadow palette as a whole. So yeah, I unfortunately did not hit pan. Next is the Viseart Dark Mattes palette. I wanted to hit pan in the like mac and cheese shade. Once again, this palette has a lot of product in it. So I don't know if the idea of hitting pan was feasible. I do believe this was in the project for almost the whole year. So that tells you something. But like I said, towards the middle and the end of the year, I kind of just like forgot about this project and wasn't really phased on hitting my goals, but it is all good. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Next, we have the Dose of Colors Sassy Sienna's palette. And this baby, I had a goal of hitting pan in this last shade, which is Stay Sassy. I was really excited because I was able to hit pan in its sister shade, which was the purple toned one. And so I said, yeah, I'll just use this shadow and the same principle, which I was using that shadow as a liner, as a deepener, as everything pretty much. But I never did. I just never reached for it, not as consistently as I had with the other shadow. So there's that. And then the last palette that I put in this project more so recently, I want to say maybe 2 months ago, is the Nabla Dreamy eyeshadow palette. And for this one, to be quite honest, I don't even remember which shadow I put in the project. I hadn't used it but maybe once or twice since I put it in there. So yeah, that really tells you where my mindset was when it came to this particular project. Now, overall, I didn't do too hot. I think in the grand scheme of things, I hit pan in 6 eyeshadows. I will have it flash across the screen right now, but I'm not overly disappointed in that because of the fact that I apologize if anything looks different. I had to go do some things in between filming this part of the video, but really at the end, I just want to talk about kind of my thoughts and my perspective after doing this particular project. Now, this was the first time I had done a project tailored in this way. And although I think at the beginning, it really gave me some momentum to really focus on the products that I already had. In the long run, I still am me, right? And I still love to test out different and new formulas. I still love to bring in different color schemes that are already curated by the brand, or even just continue to showcase on my channel all of my favorite brands palettes, whether they work for my skin tone, whether they don't, anything and everything in between. And so for me, the concept of doing this type of project, I don't think is the best for me. I just don't think it. I think because I like to really rotate through my eyeshadow palettes pretty regularly. I pretty much don't like to use the same eyeshadow palette every day. I'm pretty much always doing different color combinations, even though it may appear to give me the same look. I'm using something new. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Even when I'm testing out new makeup and testing out makeup in the background, I am still then testing out those makeup products with different products together. So for being the concept of this project, I don't think is the best, but I appreciate that I gave it a try for the year that I did. And even I appreciate the amount of pan that I was able to meet, because in a normal year, had I done like an actual pan that palette, I would have still met a very similar amount of pan, because that's just me. I just don't think panning eyeshadows is something that I should do in the future. It just does not seem like something that is feasible for somebody like me who really likes variety in that manner. Maybe in the base products, as you guys saw probably yesterday, that's not a same thing, right? I don't mind changing up my base products or even focusing on them so much that I get through them and then go to the next one. But when it comes to eyeshadows, for some reason, I really like to switch them around, use different color combinations, do different things, do different that. And if I'm focusing on either one particular eyeshadow or one particular eyeshadow palette, I don't feel that I can really do that. So yeah, there's that little small glimpse opening into my life and particularly my usage. And I would love to hear if somebody else did this particular project or something very similar. If you did a pan that palette, whatever have you, I would love to hear your perspective on how it worked for you, in conjunction with how it worked or lack thereof, when it came to my usage. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Tomorrow's video will probably be my beauty project pan finale. That was the one that I updated you guys every 3 months, and then I just kind of forgot, but I have an update for you all. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.